Moin und herzlich willkommen hier wieder bei theHobbyist in der Kategorie Gaming mit Cloudpunk. Ja, wir sollen die Ladung oder eine Ladung im Cloudpunk HQ abholen. Und es ist ein neues Update rausgekommen für Cloudpunk, was da heißt, dass man, wenn man aussteigt aus dem Vehikel, auch eine First-Person-Cam hat. Ich weiß ehrlich gesagt nicht. Kann man hier eigentlich nochmal landen? Vielleicht können wir das hier ausprobieren. Ja, hier ist, glaube ich, nur auf Munitionieren, wollte ich gerade sagen. Ich weiß auch gar nicht, warum wir so nah dran sind am Auto. Konnte man das irgendwie anders machen? Ich gucke mal eben kurz in die Optionen, weil ich das irgendwie ein bisschen... Ah, das kann man hier aber scheinbar nicht einstellen. Deswegen vertrauen wir einfach mal drauf, dass es vorher schon funktionieren wird. Ich glaube, Leerzeit-Taste ist mal noch hoch, Steuerung ist mal noch runter. Okay. Dann versuchen wir mal, unsere Ladung abzuholen. Ah, okay, das wird draußen schneller werden. Das ist natürlich auch in Ordnung. Die sollen so ein bisschen was an der... Wow, shit. Die sollen so ein bisschen was an der Steuerung verändert haben. Ich hoffe mal, dass sich das positiv auswirkt hier auf unser Fahrverhalten. Aber das eine, was mir eben gerade schon aufgefallen ist, wenn dir ein Auto entgegenkommt, dann sieht man diese Scheinwerferstärke. Das heißt, man weiß, dass man irgendwie Gegenverkehr geraten ist. Okay. Ja, bin jetzt mal gespannt, was uns jetzt erwartet. Wie gesagt, weiß ich gerade gar nicht mehr, was so los war. Ich glaube, wir waren ja einmal unten ganz weit tief runter in den Katakomben. Und haben da die Leute vom Verhungern bewahrt, beziehungsweise einer da ist ja gestorben noch. Wir schauen mal. Gerade, oder ich versuche mich gerade mal so ein bisschen zu orientieren, ob vielleicht noch irgendwelche anderen Sachen hier neu sind. Sieht aber bisher noch nicht so aus. Ich weiß auch nicht, ob der automatisch in den First-Person-Modus schaltet. Keine Ahnung. Oh, ich glaube, Akku war da vorne. Ja. Okay, also mein Fahrverhalten hat sich noch nicht verbessert. Ach, fuck it, du. So. Shift ist unter, nicht Steuerung. Fahrzeug parken. Okay. So, aber kann man jetzt hier irgendwie in die First-Person-Sicht schalten? Ah, Third-Person. Ah, X. Third-Person ist nicht First-Person. Das macht das Ganze natürlich ein bisschen interessant. Kann ich jetzt... Ah, jetzt kann ich mit der Maus mich jetzt umgucken. Ah, ja, das will ich haben. Ach so. Ego-Perspektive geht auch, wenn wir reinzoomen. Ah, Leute, das habe ich Oh, krass. Das sieht ja mal geil aus. Also, ich glaube, da muss ich jetzt erstmal gerade ein bisschen rumlaufen, bevor ich jetzt hier diese Mission mache. Weil jetzt kann man ja auch diese kleinen, süßen Details sehen, wie diesen Roboter, diese spiegelnden Pfützen zum Beispiel. Das ist ja nice. Was ist das hier? So ein Roboter auf dem Fußboden. Ach, krass. Jetzt kann ich natürlich auch die Voxel-Grafik hier von den einzelnen Leuten sehen. Ne? Und Leute, die ineinander stehen irgendwie. Nice. Ja, das ist cool. Können wir auch unseren Charakter ein bisschen sehen. Oh, shit. Da ist die Steuerung ein bisschen hakelig. Ja, aber das ist doch auch nicht schlecht, oder? Das finde ich mal eine coole Ergänzung zum Spiel. Gangmitglied. Können wir mit dem irgendwas machen? Zum Reden können wir.
Hey, come here a minute.
Why?
We want to talk to you.
So talk.
What do you do?
Delivery driver?
You're Cloudpunk, right? So you must be thinking you're pretty badass.
If you say so.
Why you be nice to her? She delivers to the Spire. She don't respect us.
Show me something to respect, then.
You're sassy, acting like you weren't afraid of us.
I ain't.
She don't know who she's talking to, Razor. She don't know how you got that name.
Oh, das jetzt weiter.
Razor, are you a shaving robot?
You don't gotta take that from her type, Razor. You gotta do something.
Nah, I like her. She's got a big mouth like me.
So you're both part of Block 40, right?
You heard of us?
I heard there's an android gang I should avoid.
Ah. Sind
That's good
tatsächlich Androiden.
advice. You don't want to get in our way.
Why do you get such a bad reputation?
We do a lot of things we ain't supposed to.
Robbing people?
Nah, much worse.
Urban renewal, bitch. Oh, yeah.
Wait, what? Urban renewal?
Yeah, community project. Planting gardens on corporate waste ground. Turning old factories into playgrounds. Real hardcore shit.
Richtiger
I
Hardcore-Scheiß.
mean, no, I don't get it at all.
There ain't nothing in Nivalis that will get you in more trouble than fucking with corporate property. We would be safer if we were straight murdering fools.
Well, good luck, I guess. That sounds like a worthwhile thing for a gang to do. I just figured gangs in Nivalis were a bit more...
You assumed wrong, but that's alright. We ain't surprised they talk shit about us.
Well, I won't. I hope you two never get caught.
Fuck yeah. You was right, Razor. She's all right.
You stay loose, Cloudpunk. We see you later.
Ach, das ist doch mal eine nice Gang. Ja, komm, dann machen wir jetzt mal den Auftrag hier.
Mr. Anderson. That is a strange name.
Nice.
I think it's an old name.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
Anderson Tower, okay.
There are so many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Nivalis? Does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either. The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Wofür brauchen sie denn sonst noch
Yes,
Pausen?
but
Ich
they
meine-
would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not
Ja,
much of a
genau.
choice, though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned. I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small... They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead, but I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus, but I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
Well, that's what it feels like for me. The automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together.
Das verstehe ich jetzt gerade nicht. Also das Gespräch natürlich schon, aber... Komme ich da hinten dran vorbei? Das sieht irgendwie so komisch aus da. Ich dachte... Ach nee, tatsächlich. Ich dachte, da wäre die Levelgrenze, weil da diese komischen Röhren sind. Aber wenn das da oben nicht unser Tower ist. Ja.
Are you experiencing heartache, depression, apathy, vaguely defined emotion? Check out this season's best-selling emotional immunizations at Immune One.
Ah, ich gehe mal in sie rein, das ist irgendwie cooler. Bisschen immersiver. Okay. Ein riesiges Kraftfeld, ein riesiger Tower. Jetzt sieht man die Dimension auch ein bisschen krasser, ne? Das ist schon ganz geil. Schon cool gemacht. Da komme ich so nicht rein. Okay. ich da reinfliegen oder was? Vielleicht muss ich da reinfliegen. Dieser Himmel sieht echt krass aus. Cool gemacht. Aber es ist echt cool jetzt. Jetzt kann man wirklich die Stadt von einem ganz anderen Winkel aus sehen. Ja, das ist echt eine... Als ich das gelesen habe, dachte ich, ja gut, okay, das macht jetzt für mich auch keinen riesigen Unterschied wahrscheinlich. Nö. Ja. Ach, da wahrscheinlich, ne? Da lobt man das Spiel auf der einen Seite und auf der anderen Seite denkt man sich so, warum baut man das so? Das stimmt doch irgendwas nicht. Oh. Was haben wir denn da? Achso, wieder eine Lochkarte. Ah, da ist auch so ein X. Vielleicht meint es da diesen Automaten, den wir da bedienen müssen. Was ist das hier?
Safeguard immunizations. Everything your baby's body needs, from disease prevention to neural implant virus protection.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Ah.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called...
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or...
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
Herr Anderson. Da steht er ja schon. Im Regen.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah,
Ist
what
klar.
a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's
Never
see. I
check
just
the
rip this
package, wie war
flap
das noch?
and... It's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world.
Uh-oh.
This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Der heißt wahrscheinlich auch Anderson.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium.
Warum will sie das machen?
Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now.
Rede mit Herrn Anderson in der Personalabteilung. Er muss sich dann ja wohl... Wäre eigentlich viel witziger gewesen, hätte man diese sich selbst überlassen.
Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Sie will
Let
gleich
me
ganz nach
check his
oben.
schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead
Ach,
for a very long
scheiße.
time?
Das kann tatsächlich
That would be
sein.
against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh, wait, can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
Und trotzdem
I
will
have
sie...
not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable.
Pay for
Additionally,
what?
I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Tja. Ich meine, ich finde es interessant, dass der Mr. Anderson hier einfach draußen im Regen steht. Genauso wie die Mrs. Anderson hier draußen im Regen steht.
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
Oha.
The richest in Novalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months, perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables. But the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, Cora.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all. Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Das ist jetzt eine krasse Entscheidung. Ich lasse die mal sich selbst. Ich überlasse die mal sich selbst. Das kann sein, dass Cora sich ihrer annimmt. Dann hat sie ein paar Gefolgsleute. Also lassen wir das mal so, wie es ist.
Safeguard immunizations. Everything your baby's body needs. From disease prevention to neural implant virus protection.
So.
I think it's time for the Andersons to step outside their tower and breathe the Novalis air.
You were gone for a long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
Oh,
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it. And pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand. No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment. And they'll bring your death record from back east with them.
Na schön.
Be a clever rabbit and come quick.
Why do we never get good messages?
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
Okay, los geht's. Ach, damit holen wir uns doch wieder nur Ärger ins Haus. Das kann ich doch schon wittern. Achso, das hier, ne? Was war das denn gerade? So, und ich denke, mit dieser grandiosen Aussicht auf den Himmel von Nevalis. Ja. Okay, wir sind jetzt schon fast wieder bei der halben Stundenmarke, deswegen werde ich jetzt die Aufzeichnung abbrechen und wir sehen uns einfach beim nächsten Mal, wenn es wieder heißt, willkommen zurück bei Cloudpunk. Bis dahin, eine schöne Zeit euch, bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.